Hey everyone, and welcome back to Butchie Boom. Listen, we're in Lake George, New York, folks. Can you hear the sound of the Minne Ha Ha? We're going to go down and see her. We're going to go down and visit Lake George. We're going to show you what Lake George is like in, it's mid-March, 2022. We're gearing up for spring around here. The weather's been getting nice and warm. I found myself up in this area, so I figured I'd throw the camera on and do a quick video. We did some videos last year on Lake George and they were quite successful. We're also going to be talking to some Uber passengers. As you know, I do Uber driving if you follow the channel at all. And I also do instructional videos. So I'm going to give some pointers for passengers when you're trying to be picked up in Lake George because it can be difficult. I encourage you to learn how to use your PIN if you don't know how to use it. And if you set your PIN, make sure that you're exactly at your PIN. Please don't set your PIN inside a building. We can't drive inside a building, folks. Okay? So that's a really big piece. Hey, before we get too far ahead, I want to thank everybody for watching the video. If you're returning, thank you so much. If you're new, thank you so much. And everybody, please give us some thumbs up. It really does help support the channel. It tells YouTube that our video is worth watching. Subscribing is awesome, and if you hit that bell, you hear all kinds of stuff, or you'll see all kinds of stuff on videos from touring the sites in upstate New York to Uber instructions for both drivers, dashers, Uber Eats folks, and now we're branching out and doing for passengers as well. So, it's totally worth subscribing. Now, we're going to take a ride down into the village of Lake George. But before we go to the village of Lake George, we're going to hop on down to the Minne Ha Ha. And when we're going to go down there, we're going to stop. We're going to get a little bit of picture action going on. We're going to park. We're going to get some more picture action. Then we're going to get back in the car. We're going to scoot through the village of Lake George. And we're going to end the video. It's pretty much that simple. So I hope you stick around. There's a whole lot to see here in Lake George. Now listen, there's still ice on the lake. It's March 22nd today. I really shouldn't give you the date, but it's March 22nd, 2022. And Lake George still has ice, okay? Not around the Minne Ha Ha because they use stuff to keep the water from completely freezing. They have taken any shrink wrapping and stuff that was off and off. They're really getting ready for spring around here. Construction's starting. They're getting ready to open up these shops that you're seeing on the right-hand side. And hey, take a look. This is what the traffic on the right-hand side looks like in a regular summer day. Okay? By the time we get done doing this video, you'll still be trying to get around through that traffic. So the best way of getting around here is on foot or bicycle. Okay? And make sure you cross at those crosswalks, folks. Darting out in front of traffic in Lake George is just not a good idea. Okay? So we're just going to go down here and swing around, like I said, and then we're going to come around and park. And we're going to take some really good shots. I want to show you what that water looks like. And pay attention to these mountains. When we turn around, you're going to see Prospect Mountain. We did a video last year of Prospect Mountain. We're going to go back and do it again this year, too. But take a look at these clouds. Look at these clouds, because there is this storm that had just burned off. So it's the clouds are coming and going, whatever. But it still makes for look at the little left. That's Prospect Mountain up there, where you see the clouds. It's just amazing. Now this ice, folks. Wow, you can tell it's starting to get thin. I certainly would never walk on it. Never, never, never. And by the way, when I get ready to move, it's because the police officer said, "Hey, please don't park here." So you see all along the shoreline here. Isn't it just gorgeous? I just find it spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. And I'm going to walk back across the street. There we go. The cop just told me I had to move. Of course, I wanted to listen. So, we're going to speed this up, and I'm going to go around and I'm going to park in that parking lot that we just passed when we came in, and then we're going to go out and do some more. Okay, I shouldn't have just thrown my flashers on and parked on the side. But here we go. You can still see all that construction going on the right-hand side, and well, we're going to speed it on up even faster here. You see how empty this parking lot is? Look up in the upper right-hand corner. You see how busy it is there? And there's the Minne Ha Ha. We're going to walk across the street. We're going to get some pictures from a different angle. These guys run Minne Ha Ha. They run. I don't know what their schedule is yet this year. I don't know if it's published or not, but you can check out their website if you want to. But they run every hour on the hour when they do run. And it's quite the spectacular trip, and it's one of several big ships that they have that go out here on Lake George. Look at that. Just look at that. The water's like glass. Now, I did see what I assumed to be boat hands of some kind. They were going in and out of the boat, bringing things in. So I know that they're getting ready to do something. I guess they're waiting for this ice to melt so they can get out. But isn't this spectacular? Now we're going to keep updating these videos, and we're going to try to bring it to you as the ice dissipates and goes away, and as the summertime comes on in full swing. Remember, by Memorial Day, this is going to be, you'll be able to move here, okay? What you're probably seeing right now is the majority is probably local. Of course, we're walking back across the street to the parking lot, Fort William Henry, the stairs going up to it. Yeah. Spectacular. And that was the whistle that you heard in the beginning. Okay, and we took that from another one of our videos. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put a thing up above so you can see the video from last year where we played it. We played the whole song. I wish during the summertime you can get through this parking lot so quickly. Okay, you see them still moving on the right-hand side. So you know what you're in for when you come over here. And parking does cost, I don't know, it's $2 an hour or something. And special events like Americade, it's even worse. It's even worse. So folks, when you're doing Uber, let me just go back to this Uber thing here really quick. It's really awesome if you go to the curb where you want to be picked up, the exact spot you want to be picked up, preferably on the corner, and you drop your pin and you stay there. Because, technically we're supposed to be ready when we call an Uber, ready to rock and roll right then and there. So, it's not realistic for an Uber rider or driver to stop somewhere in the middle of Lake George and wait 5 minutes like Uber normally allows. So that's why you'll find that a lot of riders will just have to cancel. Or you'll wind up getting even more frustrated because they're going to park right where your pin is, and the timer's going to run out, and you're going to get a cancellation fee. So I can't stress to you enough to please be at your pin. And not every driver, every Uber driver that you're going to call, or Lyft driver for that matter, is going to be familiar with Lake George. Sometimes people are called in from as far away as Saratoga, even Albany, or they just happen to be up here by happenstance. So it's really important that you're able to be found, because the goal of an Uber driver is to get in and get out, and pick you up and drop you off as fast and as safe as we possibly can. And with that said, I really hope that you remember to give your drivers 5 stars. There really ought to be no reason they should get less than 5 stars. I mean, if you got a really crappy car and you got a stinky driver, of course, rate accordingly. But if, someone's getting you from point A to point B nice and safe, it's typically a 5-star ride. And I understand sometimes, tipping can be difficult for folks. Listen, a 5-star means, it's not money, but a 5-star helps the driver out a lot. Okay, it lets Uber know that at least if nothing else, you got a good driver there. So if you can try to remember to give a 5-star, especially with the price of gases today. Geez, around here right now it's $4.29 and climbing. So, for short trips that cost $4.18. Wow. So the 5 stars really mean a lot. Folks, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. You saw Lake George. It's pretty deserted right now. It's going to get much bigger, much packed. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. With that said, don't forget to subscribe. Give us those thumbs up. They really do help support the channel. And until the next time, thanks for watching. And watch out for our other videos on Lake George.